Am I the asshole for refusing to divorce my wife because I was honest from the start? My wife and I separated 7 years ago after 15 years together, after I cheated on her. I was drunk and I don't remember, but I ended up making out with a colleague and several people witnessed this. There isn't a day that goes by that I don't regret cheating, not only on my wife, who is the love of my life, and my children, but the idea of cheating on anyone. My wife asked for divorce at the time, but then she would lose any insurance and pension she could get through me and all benefits. I convinced her that we could still be married on paper and, of course, she could get a divorce whenever she wants to remarry. She agreed. We have very cordial relationship now and our children are well adjusted to this new dismal existence, and they are relatively happy. Our youngest doesn't even remember us as a family. Now to my problem. I have been very honest with my GF that it wouldn't be any marriage. Now after 5 years together, she is accusing me of wasting her life and is giving me an ultimatum. She has gotten a nice diamond ring from me and she was very happy about it because she wanted us to have rings to mark that we aren't available, and I loved but she knew it was not going further. But since she got the ring, she has been very angry and saying that I was leading her on. I feel very guilty and I doubt myself, but I have never lied to her once. I feel bad, but I never promised marriage. Part 2. Am I the asshole for calling out the hypocrisy of an alpha bro? This one guy in my friend group, all early 20s, mixed guy and girl, 5 in total, has been consuming some alpha bro content that has severely changed his personality and entitlement towards women. He mentioned that this one girl he has been talking to for some time turned him down when he hit on her. She said he wasn't her usual type, but he was nice, blah blah. He was pretty bummed out and we all tried to console him the best way we could. That was until he said, in 20 years when no one wants her, she will regret turning me down. Me and the other girls were taken aback by this. I should have kept my trap shut, but I said, it's completely fine to turn down someone you aren't attracted to, just like how you would have not asked her out if you weren't attracted to her. He was fuming and got up and left. The guys went with him. This happened yesterday, and he blocked me. The girls support me, but the guys aren't saying anything. I do think I should have said this later and not when he was actively hurting from the rejection. Part 3. Am I the asshole for giving back a gift from my parents during family therapy? A year ago, I, 16F, learned that my parents had been lying to me and my dad was not my bio dad. For me, it wasn't the lie alone that caused problems, but the reason for the lie and the overall actions. My real dad didn't abandon me. He didn't walk out. He wasn't some asshole or deadbeat. He was in an accident when I was 5 months old that left him permanently disabled and unable to do anything for himself. My mom filed for divorce a month after the accident because she realized he wouldn't recover. She met my stepdad, and I call him that now, during that period, and before I was 2 they had him adopt me. My real dad's family wanted to be in my life, but my parents refused and told them my stepdad was going to be known as my real dad and they didn't want to share me with them. My stepdad didn't want to share the title of dad, didn't want me to know I wasn't his blood. So they lied to me and hid it from me. They returned and/or destroyed any attempts my dad's family made to reach out. And because my dad was alive technically, just not able to make choices for himself, they couldn't get any grandparents' rights to see me. I found out the truth when a cousin from my dad's side reached out to me on social media last year. She sent me photos of me as a baby with my dad, sent me photos of me with that side of the family. She explained some of what happened and told me they had always wanted to know me and she'd always been aware I existed. She was like 16, 17 when she found me. I searched our basement records one night, where all the paperwork is kept, and I found the birth certificate with my stepdad's name on it, but I also found the letter they got with it stating the changes had been made to father. I confronted my parents, and I was angry they refused to acknowledge it. They tried to pawn me off and told me it was a lie and I shouldn't trust randos on the internet. It was only when I started calling my stepdad by his name instead of dad and saying he was my stepdad that they decided we needed therapy. It took 3 months for them to tell the truth. It took more months for them to admit why they had done it. They didn't like when I told them they did it for them and not me. My parents said they did it out of love for me. I said they did it to be selfish, to claim me as theirs and not have to share me. I can't forgive them for it, and they still keep me from my biological family. So during our last session in therapy, I took off the necklace they gave me for my 13th birthday. They called it my daughter necklace, and I gave it back to them and told them I reject it. It went a little crazy after that, and I stopped listening, and they fought with the therapist. They told me I was being cruel with my actions, and it wasn't right. Part 4. Thanks for watching the vid. Please like the vid and subscribe to channel and hit that bell for more vids.